Alright, greetings everyone, this is RoninMac here, and I'm sort of at a loss for inspiration right now. Just don't know what to do. I worked a lot of overtime last week. It was like a 50-hour work week, and this weekend it was like I did not have inspiration to do anything. Sat around on the couch watching a little Stargate SG-1 on Netflix. I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed 2. Well, more than a little bit, probably 3-4 hours over the weekend. And I had fun with that, but I had a lot of video footage, and I was thinking of doing an Assassin's Creed video, but it was just, I didn't have anything to say, so at least nothing that I found interesting or profound on such an old game. So it was like, do I really want to spend the time to sit and edit a video for this and then get 20 views? So I just didn't do it. And I don't know, I just woke up today with a piss poor attitude, and it's just been sticking with me all day. I don't know. And it's not like a depression thing or anything, because I got up, I went to work, I did my job. You know, nothing was too bad. I'm healthy. Bills are paid. Life's pretty good, but I'm just not inspired to make a video about anything. And I don't know. I don't know what to do. When you're looking at YouTube specifically, I guess I'm directing that at. And this is sort of my hobby thing, which is why a lot of the videos that I post are gaming related, because that's my hobby as well, as gaming. And I just like to share what I'm doing, and it's fun to make videos about gaming. You know, whatever I'm doing at the time, be it Minecraft or LA Noire or, you know, other games or whatever. But I just don't get a lot of views on my stuff. I don't get a lot of feedback on my stuff, and I poke around YouTube. I look at gameplay videos, you know, to see what other people are posting, and especially who gets a lot of views with their gameplay stuff. And a lot of it's FPS stuff like Call of Duty, or you know, the new Transformers thing that's coming out, or Battlefield 3 and stuff. And I am into those games, but I don't know, making videos about them just isn't that exciting to me. But the people that make those videos tend to be a little more foul-mouthed, a lot more animated than I am when I'm playing. Although I can get animated too, especially when I'm doing FPS stuff. But just a lot of negative stuff in the commentary, but it seems to be popular. I don't know. I've tried doing a little different stuff on my channel, and I just don't get a lot of views. Much anything I do, really. And I don't know if there's a networking failure. Well, I could probably imagine there is a networking failure. You know, random spamming of comments promoting my channel on other people's, you know, comment sections, or doing video responses, or how you orchestrate your tags in the description. You know, there's a lot of stuff I can do to boost views, but even when I get the views, there's not a lot of interaction. I had, you know, one video that I did for Batman Arkham City that apparently had copyrighted music in it or something, and I was like, I don't care. So someone else had the rights for monetization on that one, and that one got like 1,600 views. So apparently they had better network advertising in there. I was like, I'll just leave it because I don't really care that much. I'm not a partner. I don't make money on my videos. So that is what it is. I don't care. I just don't understand why that particular video would get 1,600 views. And my average is probably 20 to 25 on any other video I do. Just something to do with how YouTube works. And I thought that would translate into viewers checking out my channel or leaving comments, but there was like 10 comments and that 1,600 views. So I don't know if there's some kind of weird bot thing going on or what. It is kind of frustrating with YouTube as a hobby. I did have a little more fun initially when I was getting into it, and bought this camera that I'm using now. I met quite a few real good people that were positive and interacting with me. And they were doing cool stuff, and I was doing lame stuff, but I was trying to grow. It was probably three people I can think of initially, which would be Lancelot, who does the Fam Damley channel, and he's one of my initial subscriptions that I'm subscribed to. I just like his style, I like his attitude, and he's got a real nice family. He's fun to watch, and he was always real interactive with the viewers, responding to comments and such. But he's gotten a little bigger now, so I don't get a whole lot of response or anything from him, but his channel's a lot bigger, so there's a lot of comments to respond to, and his YouTube life's a lot different than 99% of the users that are up. So I stay subscribed to him. I still watch his videos, just out of respect for how nice he was to me initially, and like I said, I do like his videos. Second one would have been Ham Entertainment, and I don't know what happened to him. He was a real great guy. He did really interesting videos, but can't find him anymore. He just vanished off of YouTube, so I took him off of my other channel's box. Then the third would of course be the Tinfoil Chef. He was someone that was referred to me by Lancelot, and I got into watching his stuff. Was really, really impressed by his. He had kind of a weird style. He did weird things, but it was fun. Like the Epic Man, Sir Dwarf animations, kind of weird, funny, entertaining stuff that he did. He's another one that's really good about responding to comments and interacting with his viewers, which is something I appreciate in YouTube videos. So if I happen to have a viewer that hadn't checked him out, go ahead and check out the Tinfoil Chef as well. Pretty much not a lot of interaction for me on YouTube anyhow with other users. I guess the only other person I can mention would be Hearts on Fire, who I recently met through happenstance via the Tinfoil Chef's videos, and real good guy. He makes interesting, artistic, visually stimulating, kind of off-color videos, but they're very interesting videos, and I can't figure out why he doesn't get more views either. Heck of a nice guy. Always responds to comments, even if the responses are a bit off, weird. They're always entertaining, and I like that. I don't know what to do with my YouTube channel, where I want to go, what kind of videos I want to make. It's just got home from work today and was thinking of using some of the Assassin's Creed footage that I compiled over the weekend to make some sort of video. I just wasn't into it. It was like, I don't really have anything to say about that. So that could be interesting. I'm going to get 20 views. And I'll probably get one comment from Hearts on Fire because he's good for that. But other than that, I won't get any action. And is it worth my effort? I don't know. Probably would be if I was having fun with it, but like I said, my attitude, at least last weekend and today is not, I'm not fired up about anything, so I don't know what I'll be doing video wise for the remainder of this week or going forward, but I'm sure something will inspire me and then I'll get cranking on that. It's hard to say. I guess I could talk about one more thing and then I'll sign this particular YouTube video off for the day. I was just having a thought on recent conversation on Tinfoil Shift's video about speaking into the camera and losing your train of thought while you're recording, and yeah, that happens to me a lot too. Just the nature of how my brain works. I think I'm a better writer than I'm a speaker, which is part of the reason why I started doing YouTube videos, is just to get better at speaking off the cuff. But a lot of times I do lose my train of thought, and then I'll just like shut my eyes like this and think, and I tend to edit that stuff out, so you may notice that in my editing that sometimes I say things twice. Just how the editing works when I stop and pause for a minute and 30 seconds rather than making people watch me sit there and meditate on what I'm trying to say or what how I'm going to get around to the topic that is at hand. I just edit that minute and 30 seconds out and then go on from there. So there's a little bit of jump cutting and stuff that goes on, especially my live talking portions of videos, which is why I do it less, because I don't like them. I especially don't like editing myself or looking at myself speaking for that long. I tend to annoy me, and editor me doesn't like on camera me. I piss them off, or I'll piss myself off later, however that works, I don't know. Or I irritate me. But that's something I gotta work through and deal with and move forward, try to make better YouTube videos, vlog postings and such. But that is what it is, and kind of a ambling, random nothing video on Monday. But like I said, I'm just not inspired to do anything, yet I feel a need to do something, so here it is. That's what I got for Monday this week. So let me know what you think, and if you managed to make it this far into this boring RoninMac rambling rant, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all later. See ya.